Coming to the next chapter, population and community ecology. In this class, we will be studying population ecology, density, natality and mortality. First, let us study about what is meant by population ecology. It is the study of population in relation to the environment. It includes environmental influences on the population density and distribution, age structure and variation in the population size. So, ecologically, population is an assemblage of individuals of a species which potentially interbreed and occupying in a particular space at the same time. So this is what is called as a population ecology. Next, coming to the definition of population density. So density is defined as the number of individuals in relation to a definite unit of space. So it is generally expressed as number of individuals or biomass per area or volume. Example, 100 people in square kilometer, or example 4000 crustaceans per meter cube of water. So this is what is called as a population density. The density is one of the important characteristics of population, which is dependent upon the number of factors like resources availability, productivity of the population, energy flow, utilization, physiological stress and dispersal. The group of individuals living in a particular habitat. Whichever the habitat is suitable for the organisms, they choose the habitat where the food is available, where proper shelter is there. They will choose that particular place and they live in that area. For example, the deer in a forest. If there is availability of food in an area and proper shelter in that habitat, then it will choose that area and they live in that area, they interbreed in that area. And also the human beings. If there is natural hazards occur in the area, as you have seen in Madikeri, because of the cyclone, they have shifted to the other place. So like that the organisms will choose a good place for their habitat. Next, coming to the types of population density. The population density is of two types. One is called as a crude density, another one is called as a specific or ecological density. What is meant by crude density? Crude density means it is the total number of individuals or the total biomass in a given area. Example, the number of deer in a forest of 100 acres. So what is called as crude density? That means the total number of individuals in the total biomass or in a particular area. Next is specific or ecological density. Specific or ecological density is the total number or the total biomass per unit of the habitat. Through the forest, large, all the deer may not spread over 5 acres. If a number of deer are there in a 5 acres, they may be actually living within half an acre of the forest where there is abundance of food and water is there. This is an example of what is called as the ecological density, otherwise called as a specific density. A best example to distinguish the crude density as well as the specific density is a lake that goes dry in the summer. So what happens if the lake dries in the summer is the number of fishes in the lake is the crude density. That means when the lake slowly dries, the water level goes down and the fishes are crowded in a small pools of the water. This is what is called as a ecological density, that is greater than the crude density. So this is the best example of the distinguishing between the crude density and the specific density. Another example is the growth rate of population that can be calculated using the formula, that is the average rate of change per time is delta n divided by delta t, where n is the total number of individuals and delta n is the change in the number of the individuals. T is the time. So the specific growth rate is delta n divided by n into delta t. So example, if number of paramecium increases from 100 to 250 in an hour, the average rate and the specific growth rate is calculated as follows. When n is the total number of individuals, that is 100, and the change in the number of individuals, that means in an hour it has increased to 250. So the time is 1 hour. So the average rate of change per time is delta n divided by delta t, that is 250 divided by 1 is equal to 250 per hour. And the specific growth rate is delta n by n into delta t, that is 250 divided by 100 into 1, that is 2.5. So the paramecium per hour per individual is 2.5% increase. This is also one of the examples to distinguish between the crude density and ecological density. Next, coming to the natality, the definition of natality and mortality is natality means the birth rate, which is the ratio of total live birth to the total population in a particular area over a specified period of time, and mortality is the death rate, which is also a ratio of the total number of death to the total population. So natality means birth rate and mortality means death rate. So natality may be of two types. One is called as maximum natality or absolute or physiological natality. Another one is realized natality. So what is meant by maximum natality or absolute or physiological natality? Theoretical maximum production of individual under ideal conditions. When the conditions are favorable, the individual can reproduce to their maximum capacity. So that is what is called as a maximum natality, which is a constant. One of the example for the maximum natality is taking women in their reproductive age starting from age 13 to 45. Women in the reproductive age starting from 13 to 45, she can produce the offspring every year with a gestation period of 9 months. This means the women can produce about 32 children in the lifetime. If you calculate the population of 50 women in the reproductive age, will be producing 32 into 50, that is 700 children. So this is a maximum reproductive capacity of a women. Like that, you can also give an example for maximum natality or absolute natality is the paramecium in the ideal medium can reproduce to the maximum capacity. Probably in an hour there may be 200% increase. This is also one of the example of the maximum natality. When you come to the next type of natality is realized natality, means the real or actual birth rate seen under existing condition. So maximum natality is not constant, it is always changes depending upon the environmental conditions. That means what? The maximum reproductive capacity of an in the previous slide you have seen the maximum reproductive capacity of a woman is she can reproduce 32 children in her lifespan, but the realized natality means what? It depends upon the environmental condition. That means a woman in reality bears only 1 or 2 children because due to the constraints of environment, and her she has to see her health condition also. And the population of 50 women produces only about 100 children or even less depending upon the existing conditions. That means in reality she will not produce 32 children because of her reproductive ability is 32, but in real conditions she will give birth to only 1 or 2 children, not more than that. Like in the previous slide I have told about maximum natality of, if you consider 50 women, so 32 into 50 I told 700 children where the population may increase. But in the realized natality, what I told, 1 or 2 children per individual. If you consider for 50 women means 50 into 2, that is 100 children, even less depending upon the existing condition. So I told you in the previous slide the maximum natality of paramecium, but paramecium in really cannot reproduce at high rate because in reality the environmental conditions are not always conducive and the rate of reproduction it becomes low. So this is the major difference between the what is called as maximum natality and realized natality. Next, coming to mortality. Mortality means what? A death rate of a members of a population. You can also study 2 types of mortality. One is called as minimum mortality, another one is called ecological or realized mortality. So what is meant by minimum mortality? It is a theoretical death rate which is defined as a death rate under ideal ecological condition. So minimum number of deaths that occur when the environmental conditions are ideal or favorable. So this is what is called as a minimum mortality. So for example, for this means the death that occur will be due to the old age. So if the population where the longevity on the average is about 70 years, the individual approaches the age and they are likely to die. So this is just a theoretical value. Next is called ecological or realized mortality. So what is meant? Actual death rate that occurs in reality under the existing environmental condition. This is variable and it could be high or it could be low compared to the minimum mortality. Example for this is, even though the average lifespan of a population is about 70 years, due to epidemic breakout and the death rate will be high, or if there is some improvement in the living conditions, so the average lifespan may increase, so bringing the realized mortality lower. So this is what is called as an ecological or a realized mortality. So due to the environmental hazard, cyclone or etc., the population rate may decrease. Nowadays because of the coronavirus, more mortality is occurring because of the dreadful disease. So that also you can give an example for ecological or realized mortality. Next is what is meant by the ratio of birth and death rate gives us the vital index of a population. That is what is meant by vital index. Vital index means the ratio of birth and death rate is called as a vital index. Vital index is calculated as 100 into births divided by deaths. So the population density depends both on the natality and mortality rate, that is death and birth rate.